I'll share with you a simple 3-step process to help your business and brand understand what social media platforms are best to hit your goals. The first step is to understand and define your target audience. The nice thing is there's 2 ways to do that. The first way is to look at your highest value customers and figure out what's similar between them. So if person 1 and person 2 both spent a lot of money, what's similar between them? Do they have higher income? Do they live in a certain neighborhood? Do they act a certain way? Do they have a higher motivation to get the product? Do they have bigger pain points? Figure out what those similarities are. The second way is to do some market research and figure out what qualities people that are most likely to buy your product have. If I was selling women's fashion, there'd be a couple different qualities between the people who would buy my product. They'd probably have interest in fashion. They're obviously a woman. They're probably older than 24 because those people actually have money. There may be a couple trends that they follow as well in the fashion industry that they like. And that's the second way. If you want free resources to help you define your target audience, I have 2 gifts for you. The first one is I made a more in-depth video going all into this. And the second is you can check the description. Step 2 is to understand the audiences on different social media platforms. I'll be going over 6 of the biggest social media platforms. That includes Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and TikTok. First up is Facebook. Facebook has an older audience. So if you're targeting older people, then you want to go to Facebook. Next up is Instagram. You're looking at middle-aged people. And originally Instagram was really made for photographers. So people really like the quality of the content on there. This has obviously changed, especially with reels, stories, etc. I still say these 2 things matter a decent amount. Next up is YouTube. YouTube's one of, if not my favorite platforms ever, because I think this can apply to any audience. I think every business and brand should be on YouTube. Why? Because YouTube covers everything. Long form content, short form content. It's got really good search. It's the 2nd biggest search engine in the world. Next up is LinkedIn. This one's pretty obvious. It's for professionals. One thing that I'll also add on to this is people who are in the mind to do business. So if you're a B2B company or brand, it is extremely important that you're on LinkedIn. Next up is X, aka Twitter. They have a middle to older demographic. And the thing that I really like about X is that they have a great trending, in the moment, heat of everything community. They have their own dedicated trending page that can help you get up to date with what's going on in the world. And this is what people on the platform care about. If you can add on to that as well as provide your own value, you are going to do great on X. Lastly is TikTok. Not only are they known for having the youngest demographic, but one thing I like to point out is they have extremely unique community, which means the content on there is also very unique. It's got trends like X, got great search just like YouTube, and even though it does have a majority young audience, it actually has people all across the age ranges. And TikTok is still probably one of the most underrated platforms currently. Lastly, you're going to want to use your audience and match that with the platforms that are relevant. If you have an older audience, you're going to want to go to Facebook, LinkedIn, and X. Everyone should be on YouTube, and kind of pick and choose from there. And this applies to all other social media platforms too. You want to go look into Reddit, go ahead. Pinterest, go ahead. It's the exact same process. You just got to look a little bit into what the audience is on those platforms and then match it with your audience as well. Subscribe to grow your brand.